All right, folks, it's that time again. Let's piss off some people and flip some tables. All right. So here we're going to talk about the painting of the Last Supper. Okay? Here's what I need from y'all. I know there's people out there with this information. I'm just putting it out there, as in making the point across to open up that door so we can have that dialogue. Let's look at Jesus. What's Jesus doing here? He's got his hands spread. Let's look at emotions. Think of psychology and people's reactions and how they are. Okay? We see Jesus in the middle. He's got his hands open. He's got one braced just before the cup and one hand out. He's got two loaves of fish, bread, and I don't know what those other items are. Very interesting. Almost like spheres. I don't know what it would be. Anyways, let's move over. So we got 6 people on this side. Okay? And we got 6 people on this side. Okay? Now what I'm seeing here is what you call division. Half and half. So what did Jesus say? A kingdom cannot stand. A kingdom cannot stand if you serve 2 gods. Okay? And here we have division within the church, within his congregation. Now here, we have deep discussions going on. They're wondering what's going on. They're having this discussion. Whatever Jesus said, they're really discussing it. Hands are out. Now, to me, this is a female. I would say it's Mary. Look how she covers herself. To me, that's total female. And the way the hair is. And I don't see a lump on the throat. But this is not a painting. This is, so... Now over here, we see 2 people again, right? And they're like, one looks like, okay, pointing up, but what does he mean, right? But they seem astonished by something that Jesus said. Then we go on to this side. Now, what looks to be another female. Okay, and if you look at the eyes, to me, those are female eyes. So to me, there's 2 females, okay, in the congregation. Now, we see here some whispering going on, tongue in cheek, tongue in cheek. Okay, that's what that is, tongue in cheek. Okay, here we got a double take. You see the double take? Like he took a second look. Okay. Here we see the dagger. So to me, you know who that is? Jude. I'm thinking. I don't know. I need scholars to identify. Now you got 3 people here now. He's going like, whoa. He's tapping him, Jude, or whoever that is. Right? And then you got the last one here. And he's like right into it, almost like he whispered into his ear. And then he's tapping him, right? And what they're going to do to Jesus, right? So to me, the house is divided. And Jesus knew that. His house was divided. You see the sad look on his face? So it's the Last Supper for a reason. And he knew what was up. Now, if you look at all the robes, Jesus has 2 colored robes. And only this person has 2 colored robes from what I'm seeing. Everybody else has a solid color robe, but to a solid color. What does that mean? Anyways, I just wanted to share this. I want to get people going with truth. And so what we've been told about the Last Supper, I believe, is a lie. There's more to this story than meets the eye. And I see division. And we need somebody like, hey, I know somebody. Jordan Peterson would be a good person to diagnose what he views with these individuals and their expression, what it could mean. What it could mean. Not saying what it is. And then we need historical scholars that might have the right information so that we can understand the Last Supper better than the one that's been told in the churches, which is bullshit. Just look. Just look. There's division in the house at the dinner table. Just like in the world.